our legal and judicial, not just to the. I was not personally acquainted with how, but I was told it was a very laborious of judicial officer, and at the same time fun-loving also. Career growth for itself as to the kind of person he was elected, he appointed as after he rose to the benches of Andhra Pradesh High Court, where he served that by 19. And in fact, after retirement, it appears he held several positions in different chairmans and tribunals commissions, and that of his or the system. I, my own behalf and on behalf of my brother and sister, convey deep condolence. Soul rest in, and the God Almighty
With the permission of my Lord, Honorable Chief Justice, may I now request the learned Advocate General to commence his speech on behalf of the legal.
My Lords, the Honorable Chief Justice, the Honorable Judges, Registrars of the Court, President Bar Association, Assistant Solicitor General, Senior Counsel, Advocate Fraternity, and members of the bereaved family. My first and the initial memory of Justice Iyappan Rangarao when I joined the bar in August 1992 was his Lordship sitting in the 17th Court, which is also another court which one of the learned single judges here now is famously known as, sitting from that court. And his Lordship was handling CRPs, and we come with our impressions on what goes on in court. His Lordship, soon after the first conversation, would break into Telugu and would have a very bright smile on his face almost all through the day. And my first chance before his Lordship came 3 or 4 months after I joined the bar. And the first thing he said is, "Velli mi senior ni teeskonrandi." He said, "Go and bring your senior." And then the matter was passed over. When the senior was not there, I had to argue, and then a certain set of events followed. For a person to have come through the grind for 30 years in the lower judiciary and then to man the higher positions, it is possible that somewhere the arduous journey takes away the innocence of the man. The fall, the tumble, the daily grind can make us all cynical. The most optimistic of us all cynical. But as the learned Chief Justice pointed out, and as I understood, his Lordship was always childlike in his inquiry to understand, in his communication of the light-heartedness of a court proceeding even in grim situations. And few of my lawyer friends who are senior to me would say that if the day got very heavy, for some comic relief, they would go sit in that court hall, be the butt of a joke or crack a joke and come back. With every passing day, we miss humor in court. All of us turn a little stiff. We can't laugh at ourselves. We can't let others laugh at ourselves, at us. But this was the generation that laughed at themselves. And my senior indicated to me that one review application was filed before his Lordship about some error in the CRP disposal. And while 2 or 3 errors were pointed out, His Lordship quipped, one review petition, only one error can be corrected. So this was how His Lordship took the pointing out of certain of those issues before His Lordship. And as the learned Chief Justice pointed out, this all-round confidence in his ability to inquire into facts, appreciate evidence, and come up with findings is laid threadbare by the series of commissions that he had manned after his retirement. And I should say, at the ripe age of 90, well played, Justice E. F. Pandurangarao. A life well lived, and a life that can be quoted for the small fun things to life which can remember etched in people's memory. On behalf of the members of the fraternity, I pray the Almighty to grant him his well-earned, well-deserved and hard-worked Sadgati for all the smiles that he brought on the faces of the audience who appeared before His Lordship. And I convey to the family the heartfelt condolences for having lost such a presence of a man who would bring smiles to many faces in their grim hours. I convey the condolences of the entire fraternity to the family and pray that his soul rest in peace.
The permission of Milord, the Honorable the Chief Justice, may I now request the President of the Bar Association, High Court, to commence his speech on behalf of the fraternity.
Lord, the Honorable Chief Justice and the Honorable Judges, Land Advocate General, Land Assistant Solicitor General, the officers of the state, and the senior advocates and advocate colleagues. It is with a sense of grief on behalf of Andhra Pradesh High Court Advocates Association, I stand before this Honorable Full Court to condole the demise of Honorable Justice E. F. Pandurangarao, who left us on 13/11/2021. The Honorable Justice E. F. Pandurangarao was born on 1/7/1931 at Palakulu, West Godavari district. Passed BA from DNR College, Bhimavaram. Obtained law degree from Andhra University, Visakhapatnam in the year 1956 and enrolled as an advocate in the year 1957. Practiced at Narsapur and other courts in West Godavari district till 1962. Then elected as district munsif in the year 1962. And promoted as subordinate judge in the year 1971. Thereafter as district judge in the year 1984. The Honorable Judge E. F. Pandurangarao was appointed as Judge of the Honorable High Court of Andhra Pradesh on 16/3/1990. With his rich knowledge, Honorable Justice E. F. Pandurangarao was very quick in concluding the disputes and disposal of cases. Throughout his tenure, he used to encourage the junior advocates to represent freely. His Lordship was retired on 1/7/1993. After retirement, His Lordship was appointed for many commissions and also tribunals. Few of them are, His Lordship was Chairman for Land Grabbing Court, Chairman AP State Pollution Control Appellate Authority, Chairman High Power Committee for establishing medical and dental former colleges. During his tenure, these institutions gained popularity, name and fame, and everyone started looking towards these institutions to ventilate their grievances. His Lordship was also appointed as Head of Enquiry Commission for Bashirbagh police firing against farmers, IPS Umesh Chandra Enquiry Commission, Vijayawada Durga Temple Ornaments Robbery Enquiry Commission also. His Lordship was always friendly and known for hospitality. He was a good reader and keen in classical music and sports. The bereavement is not only to the family, but also to the entire legal fraternity. On this occasion, on behalf of the Andhra Pradesh High Court Advocates Association, I pray the God Almighty for his soul to rest in peace.
With the permission of my Lord, the Honorable the Chief Justice, may I now request all to observe silence for 1 minute as a mark of respect to the departed soul. With the permission of my Lord, the Honorable the Chief Justice, may I now request your Lordship to announce that the court work for the remaining day shall remain suspended.
The court work shall remain suspended for the remaining part of the day.
Now I declare that the meeting is over.
Yes.